The first thing I said was, my dad is going to kill me. I told my mom first, and she kind of like went like, your dad. And she cried. She just started crying.
Pues a mí me dio mucha tristeza, sentí muy feo, porque yo dije, mi hija ya no va a poder estudiar, ya pues estaba muy chiquita ella para tener un bebé. Y porque mi esposo en ese entonces era muy enojón, y yo dije, nos va a matar.
I freaked out for her. I was like, dang. Like, all I could think about was my dad. Like, what he was gonna do. Because he was, like, now he's a lot better, but back in the day, he was, like, hardcore. Telling my dad really sucked.
Te lo juro, en ese momento me salió lo que la gente toda la vida me ha criticado, que yo reacciono muy grosero, que yo soy muy agresivo. Sí me salió en ese momento. Pero cuando a mí me dijeron, es que mira, China está embarazada, dije, su puta madre, vas a ver ahorita.
And I think he was outside of the house. And he came, and I was inside in the living room. And he stormed in and just, that was the last whipping I ever got. My mom's like, stop, Salvador, stop. She's pregnant, stop. And my dad, I will never forget the look on his face. Because he was so angry, but he was crying. He was so distraught. And he was hitting me, and he was like, I can whip her, she's mine. He said, I can't believe that you did this to me. How could you do this to me? He was so devastated. It was pretty intense, because he was, lo que me hiciste, ¿cómo me pudiste hacer esto? He's like, ¿cómo? He was like sobbing and angry and just couldn't hit me anymore.
Yo nunca le he hecho daño a nadie. Y cuando me hacen daño a mí, me da mucha tristeza, me da. Y nos enseñaron a creer en Dios y a tener fe en que las cosas pasan por Dios. Y dije yo, pues esto pasó, ya. Y yo estoy 100% convencido de que fue la mejor decisión que pude tomar en mi vida en ese momento, cuando tú estabas en la pancita de tu mamá, que tú vinieras a este mundo y que yo hubiera podido evitarlo si abro la boca y le digo, no nace. Y tú no sabes cuánto le doy gracias a Dios que no hablé, o le doy gracias a Dios que no me dejó hablar, porque tú estás aquí por él.
She was like the first one, I think, in the family that ended up having a kid at a young age. So she got like a bad rap for it. People would look at me like I had the plague or some kind of a disease that they could catch. I felt like my whole family was against me. After I dropped out of school, I didn't have many friends anymore. All I had was my baby. And I prayed, oh my God, I prayed so much. When I was pregnant with her, I just prayed so much because I felt so alone. I would pray, and please let me be 16 when I have her. I prayed to turn 16. I didn't want to be 15 when I had her. I was like, please God, let me be 16 when I have her. Like that would have made a difference. And then I'd pray for her not to have my nose. That's what a 15-year-old prays about. Please let me be 16 and please don't let her have my nose. So I was not 16 when I had her. I had her at 15. But she didn't get my nose. Thank God. But finally, whenever I did have you, it was pretty intense. They gave her to me and it was just like, just overwhelming. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I don't know how people could look at me in such an ugly way. She was just so beautiful. I mean, okay, I did things out of order, but I was not gonna let her down. Like everybody was letting me down. I felt that everyone was letting me down. I made a mistake. I made a bad, maybe not the right choice. And I got pregnant, but she wasn't a mistake. She was the best thing that ever happened to me. I am who I am because of that little girl.
Like, I never saw her, like, really, really struggle. So she kind of made it look easy because she's, like, a great mom. But it's not easy.
My parents wanted to help me, but I was 15 and stubborn. And I had already had all the family, the pressures of the aunts and the uncles and the grandparents. I was determined to do it on my own. I was determined that nobody was going to tell me that they helped me. Nobody was going to tell me that she was my sister. She was mine.
Like, I remember I would go in the room and I would look at you and I would, like, lay in the bed and look at you. But she was always with you. Like, she was all about you when you came.
One day, I was so tired. I was feeding her and I laid her down and I did not feel good. I did not feel good. And I finally came out of my room. My aunt and my mom were in the kitchen and I walked in the kitchen. I was like, Mom. And my aunt's like, hey. And I was like, I don't feel. That was it. Lights out. Passed out. They had to hospitalize me for exhaustion. After that, I did. I finally eased up and I did let my parents help me a little bit. I couldn't do it on my own. I realized I was in the hospital. The doctors had to tell me, you have help. Everyone needs help. It's not just you. New moms at 30 need help. You're just 15, you need help too. And your family wants to help you. You need to let them help you. I was a very drill sergeant kind of mom. I tried to make the perfect child. She was always clean, her hair was always brushed. I didn't want anyone to ever have to tell me that I did something wrong or that I messed up anywhere. Like, my mission was to make the perfect child. And I think I've done a good job. She's amazing. She had this project at school where they bring the baby home one day. And she'd had this baby, in the baby carrier. And one day I came home from work and I was sitting in the kitchen and I could see her in the living room because it was dark, but she had the TV on. So I could just see like, just the outline of her. And the baby starts crying. And I hear Reina from underneath her breath say, "Oh, ya vas a empezar. Here you go again," to the baby. And I was watching from a distance. And she's like, grabs the baby and she changes her baby, changes the diaper, changes her clothes, feeds her, and the baby's still fussing. And then the baby ended up just wanting to be loved on. She just ended up having to rock this little doll. And I fell apart. I lost it. I know it was a doll. But in that moment, I realized that my parents didn't hate me. They were just so scared. Because when I saw her with that baby doll, it was like a flashback because she was my age. She was 15 when she had that doll. I was like, I was looking at myself years later, 15 years later. And I was so scared. I got so scared to see my child with that doll because of the overwhelming responsibility that a human being is. And all these years, I thought that when they looked at me, they were disappointed and that they hated me. And it wasn't even that at all. And it took me 15 years to realize that.
Los abuelitos solo queremos. No odiamos ni al papá, ni a la mamá, ni a la otra, ni al otro. Nada. Solo queremos a nuestros nietos. Como sean, como son, no importa. Pero yo amo a mi Julia y amo sus errores y amo sus virtudes que son mi nieta, mis nietos.
I wouldn't do anything different. I know that sometimes she gets upset with me. And she thinks that, I know that she feels that she's the reason why I didn't finish school, or she's the reason why I didn't go to college. And she's the reason that I have done things out of order. No, I made my choices. I did my things out of order. I made my choices. She was what's kept me in check. And she's kept me whole and sane.
So you might be wondering, who is this little girl and what has become of her life? Like, who is she? And I'm the little girl that Julia got pregnant with. I'm Reina, and I'll be the first to say that having a young mom has not been easy. And sometimes it's stressful because you wake up and you were going to wear something and it's missing and your mom's wearing it. Like, what? Really, Mom? But it's been fun. It's been a blast. And I've been able to do stuff with my mom that lots of other kids have not been able to do. And I feel like the reason that I'm so independent and so strong and persistent is because of my mom. I feel like since she didn't get to further her future the way I have the opportunity to, she has pushed me and she's made me a strong person, and I don't know what I would do without her. My life is the way it is. I've become who I am because of my mom, because of my family members, my beautiful grandparents, and my rowdy little siblings that I love so much. But stats show that teen moms have children that go to jail more, and they don't finish high school, they don't finish college. They have more of a chance of getting pregnant themselves, and I'm doing good. I'm fine. I'm going to graduate high school in May, and I'm so excited. I'll be graduating with honors, and I'll be attending a university in the fall, and hopefully graduating with a degree in biology and moving on to grad school to become an OBGYN or a general physician. And I don't think that any of that would have been possible if my life had been any other way. And I'm so happy and thankful, and I thank God and my mom, and I hope that one day I could be half the woman that she is.